trap straight to a penthouse, Miami Beach. Hey, yo. Talk crazy on tweets. They don't want it cause I come to defeat. They don't want it. I peek, these niggas all sweet. Bamboo sticks all in the Jeep. It's a new weirdo every week. Get the whip, put it up for my seeds. No care for the IG, just no care. Do anything for club. Do anything for club. Do anything for club.
Poppin' Tea Squad, it's your girl Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I'm here with a new Spill the Tea video. Okay, you guys, let's get into this real quick. So about a week or two ago, Carlos King, the king of reality television, this is his self-proclaimed title, was doing a Real Housewives of Atlanta review, I believe. And in that video, he made a comment about Kenya and Kandi not being real friends. And that if we believe that they're real friends, then we also believe that Sutton and Garcelle from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills are friends. And basically, we were dumb to believe that. Let's listen to what he had to say.
You like alliances because, and I'm going to say, y'all going to read me for this. I don't believe in the Kenya and Kandi friendship. I think that's an alliance. It's not genuine to me based on how Kandi treated Kenya when she got on the show, because Kandi was indeed loyal to Phaedra. Read me if you want to. I don't buy it. I base things off of facts. If y'all believe Kenya and Kandi's friendship is genuine, then believe that, child, believe anything in the world, okay? It's a friendship of convenience. And this ain't the first time that I said this. I said this to some folks privately. Allegedly. I don't see it. I don't see it. And again, I base things off of facts. Yes, can friendships change over the course of the years? Sure. There's no way I came on a show and for the first 4 years of the show, you paid me dust because you were really friends with this other person. And I get that. But all of a sudden, y'all besties? I don't see it. The way you know someone is real friends is when you're able to see if one of them gets fired from the Real Housewives, okay, do they still keep in touch off camera? That's how you can tell if a friendship is real. If a friendship is rooted in reality, if y'all think for 1 second that the Kandi and Kenya friendship is real, y'all the same ones who think Garcelle and Sutton are besties. Let's talk about it. Y'all know good and dang on well, Sutton will never in real life befriend Garcelle. It's all about the alliance of who you're with on the show. Sutton wanted so badly to be amongst the Kyles, the Lisa Rinnas, the Doreets. She wanted to be amongst the cool girls. When they weren't messing with her, she was forced to really be friends with the newbie. And that newbie was Garcelle because they were both newbies. Now, when you look at Kandi and Kenya's friendship, I'm not saying they don't like each other. They do like each other. I'm not saying they don't have a good time hanging out. They do. Kenya is a fun girl. What I'm saying to y'all is this. It's a relationship of convenience. If Kenya Moore was off the show, I promise you they would not be hanging out like this. The reason why it's a relationship of convenience is because if you look at season 5 and season 6 poster, look at the poster. You have Nene, Cynthia, Phaedra, Portia, Kandi, Kenya. Out of those people I just named, I'm going to do this exercise once again. If you look at the poster of season 6, because season 5, the top, Kenya was there, then she left. So let's just focus on season 6. In the season 6 poster, the cast comprised of Nene, Phaedra, Portia, Cynthia, Kandi, Kenya. Out of all those women I just named, 4 of them are no longer on the show. 2 of them, Kandi and Kenya, remain. Therefore, it's a relationship of sheer convenience. We're the last 2 OGs, if you will, who were on the show doing the prime. Sheree is back as the original OG, okay? But Sheree wants to figure out her relationship with the other ladies. Kenya and Kandi only have each other. Y'all know good and dang well, if Portia was still on the show, Kandi will be friends with Portia and not Kenya. And if y'all can't see that, then y'all see what y'all want to see, and that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Y'all see what y'all want to see. Y'all talk to somebody who's been in it. I know what I'm talking about. If Portia was still on the show, I guarantee you, Kenya and Kandi would not be as close as they are on TV. Because one thing I will always say to y'all is reality shows are like the game of Survivor. It's all about an alliance. It's all about an alliance. The only real friendship that I have ever seen on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, a real friendship, like a real friendship, Nene, Cynthia, Phaedra, and Kandi, Phaedra and Portia. And then at some point, Kenya and Cynthia. Because Cynthia definitely from the middle. And I know that because I used to get phone calls at midnight with Nene and Cynthia on the 3-way conferencing me in because Nene did not want to show up at the event, the masquerade ball, where Kenya was honoring her. And Cynthia and Nene on the 3-way with me because Nene didn't want to show up. But she showed up and showed out.
Just loud and wrong. I don't know if he watched Portia's last season on the show. Kandi was on the show. Kenya was on the show. They were still good friends on and off the show while Portia was there. So I don't know where he got that from. It's like he forgot that, yeah, Portia and Kandi, you know, let bygones be bygones, but they're not good Judys after everything that happened with the dungeon accusations. Like, I think he might have had a glitch or something in the Matrix when he made that comment. But even getting back to them just not being, you know, real friends, that this is an alliance. And he even doubled down on it once everybody, you know, criticized him for saying that about both groups of friends. He did another video where he doubled down on what he had to say. And I want you guys to take a listen to this before I give you all my receipts. Because you know your girl always come with receipts, all right?
But
Nobody cares. Nobody cares when I like things.
We can have nice things. We cannot have nice things, and I can't like a thing. So there we go. I realized that's what it is, child. Anywho, last week I was doing a recap on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I was trying to say is this. Sometimes when you are a part of this ecosystem, okay, or this social experiment, or I'm gonna break it down so that everybody can relate to what I'm saying. You know how when you are at work and you have a lot of coworkers, but there's one person who you gravitate towards the most, okay? Y'all like each other because y'all have to spend a lot of times at work together. Your real friends are your friends who work at the other jobs, okay? That you see on the weekends, that you see on your days off. that you talk to as you're watching Reality with the King in your cubicle because you don't want your boss to find out. So you're on the headphones, child. Because I know my range jobs be like, Carlos, I'm in the cubicle, child. Like you be making me laugh. So that is what is like on reality TV. You are around these coworkers for a long period of time. And over being around each other for a long period of time, you develop a friendship. I even had that happen to me. I'm going to relate it to myself too. When you're working on a reality show as a producer, you're working 6 days a week and you're working 12 to 15 hours a day for 3 to 4 months. Yes, that's a lot. I'll break it down one more time. When you are working on a reality day, okay, you are around these people more than your pets. You are around these people more than your family members. So you develop a rapport. And when you're at work with somebody like that, that's why people say, oh, you're my work bestie. So don't act like what I'm saying ain't real. We all have somebody where we're like, you know what? You my work bestie. Yes. And then, child, when you get fired from the show or the job, or you quit the show, you leave, whatever, you don't talk to them no more. You done. We're done here. We're done. There's no reason for us to keep in touch. It happens to everybody. I know how this thing works, and I want to relate it to people in everyday life. Everybody at work has a work bestie. And when that person gets fired, or when that person quits, or when that person gets promoted, y'all friendship ain't what it used to be. And that's the case that I'm trying to state here when it comes to that particular friendship. So it is what it is. I ain't changing my mind. Raise your hand if you produce more than 10 years of a housewife show. I'll wait.
Well, I haven't produced 10 years of reality television, but I am a critically acclaimed best-selling author for over 20 years. I've graced the red carpets. I've interviewed celebrities. I've directed, produced my own #1 film, and so many other accolades throughout my illustrious career. And I'm an avid watcher of reality television from the beginning of its inception with The Real World. And as far as this statement that Carlos made, basically saying that if Kenya and Kandi, one of them were fired from the show or no longer on the show, that they wouldn't be friends. And he also claimed that they were just work friends and that this is just an alliance and it's basically not real. Okay, let's rewind and let's look at the facts. This is a post from Kenya's page on November 24th, 2016. And this is her spending Thanksgiving with Kandi and her family. Now, this has nothing to do with the show. This wasn't being filmed for the show. This was her spending actual quality time with a friend outside of the cameras. But okay, let's continue. July 29th, 2017, Kenya posts this picture of she and Kandi. Feels good to have a friend when you need one at Kandi. Here's another one, September 23rd, 2017. Congrats to @Kandi for your beautiful Essence cover. Can't think of anyone more deserving of this great honor. Good things continue to happen for you because you are a decent and caring person. Stay blessed, your sis. Okay. Seems like a real friendship to me. I mean, this is a lot of faking to be doing just for a reality show, but okay, let's continue. January 19th, 2018, Kenya reposted Kandi's post where they had a double date with their guys. And this was not on the show. This was outside of the show. And if I'm not mistaken, this was when they did a double date in New York at Mark's restaurant, if I'm not mistaken. Now, when I think of work friends, I think of work friends. We speak, we kiki at work, and we keep it there. We not really hanging out outside of work, and if we do, it's every blue moon. I'm not spending Thanksgiving with a work friend. I'm not going on double dates with a work friend. But let's continue. January 23rd, 2018, at Kandi Killed It on Broadway in Chicago. We are going to see it again. Once again, this wasn't filmed for the show, but all right. Now let's really get into some hard facts and receipts. We all know that when Kenya was pregnant with Brooklyn, she wasn't even on that season of the show. She took that year off, and wow. Who is this together? Kandi and Kenya. Love seeing my sister at Kandi rushing to make my flight. Hashtag baby daily. Can't wait to meet you. Oh, isn't that beautiful? And she wasn't even filming the show. So that disputes this whole theory from Carlos that if one of them weren't on the show, they wouldn't still be friends. Oh, well, that season she wasn't on the show, and it looks to me like they were very much still friends. July 1st, 2018. Our fave at Kandi has done it again with an all-new special. Hashtag Kandi Coded Nights. Watch at Bravo TV tonight at 9 p.m. Wow, supporting her friend even when she's not on the show that season. That is some fake-ish right there, isn't it, y'all? Woo! The fakeness. July 18th, 2018. Thank you for making me feel so loved at Cynthia Bailey. I miss you. Thank you, Kandi, for always being you. Hashtag sisterhood. August 3rd, 2018. Kenya once again supporting her friend by having a date night at Old Lady Gang. September 6, 2018, Kenya posted a Throwback Thursday picture of her, and Kandi commented, "You're so gorgeous. I can't wait until that baby gets here." Oh my goodness, that is beyond sweet of a friend to say, even when she's not on the show. Wow. Oh my God, here is another photograph of Kenya and Kandi together during the season she wasn't even on the show. September 23rd, 2018, the Chocolate Girl Gang at the Old Lady Gang. My sis at Kandi, we are always the last ones to leave. Oh my God, they were turning up. December 14th, 2018, Kandi and Cynthia and at Todd and Noelle came to check on their niece just days after we got home from the hospital. Woo! I know if she was just my work friend, I would not be doing all of this for like a work friend, going to see her and her baby as soon as she gets out the hospital, going on double dates, kicking it, having dinner and kikis. That seems to me like a friend, not a work friend. And then Mr. Reality Show King, Carlos, doubled down on him feeling like Garcelle and Sutton weren't friends for real and that they were just friends for the show. And he also made a comment that Sutton wouldn't even be friends with somebody like Garcelle. Didn't know what that comment meant. It seemed very racial to me, like she wouldn't hang around black people when, if you follow Sutton, she has a lot of black friends. Here's just a few that I found on her Instagram page. Here she is with a good girlfriend of hers that she kicks it with very often. Her name is Rosie. Oh, and she's black. Oh, wow. Sutton likes black people. Wow, isn't that cool? And OMG, not only does she like black people, but she also is friends with black trans women. And she supports the community. Oh my God. Oh, Carlos, seems like you were wrong. Here's Garcelle and Sutton together. Get over hump day with sweet friends. Wasn't even something being filmed for the show, just them spending quality time as good Judy. Sutton posting on April 25th, 2021, what a Saturday night girls' night out should look like this. Just kicking it to be kicking it, wasn't filming for the show on their own downtime. But I guess this is what alliances look like. Here's another post from Sutton. May 20th, 2021. It truly takes a village. So grateful and thankful for these people. And OMG, is that 3 black people in this picture? 3. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Another photograph of Sutton and Garcelle together outside of the show. And this is a happy birthday post to her bestie. Oh, February 25th, 2022, Garcelle posts, "A sweet friendship refreshes the soul," at Sutton Stracke. Oh my goodness, love these 2 besties. And lastly, October 28th, 2021, here is a photograph of when they went on vacation together to Miami. Wasn't filmed for the show, wasn't even filming for the show. This was during their downtime. But, this is a lot of gathering and intermingling, outside of the workplace. My God. The reason I felt it necessary to do this video is because, one, I hate when people put out misinformation for whatever the reason may be and just is loud and wrong and doubling down on being loud and wrong. Especially when they have no proof, no receipts. This is just something that they feel and basically is telling the public that, if you don't see what I'm seeing, then you have to basically be dumb. And what you seeing ain't even reality or facts. Is giving that you're blind like Ray Charles. Like, that's what it's very well giving. And now we all know that him and Kandi don't get along. And I feel like those comments that he made about Kenya and their friendship stems from that. I feel like it's passive aggressive digs. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it 100. As far as Sutton and Garcelle goes, he doesn't even know anything about their friendship to even make that type of judgment. Like, seriously, and period. Like, it's just like, I just am one of those firm believers. You gonna speak on something, be able to back up what you're talking about. And I just felt like it was very careless for somebody of his stature to make such claims. And what really bothered me was the claim, 2 things. It was the claim that these people wouldn't be friends if they weren't on the show. If one of them got fired from the show or left the show, that they still wouldn't be friends. Well, I disputed that with Kenya and Kandi. I firmly believe that Sutton and Garcelle would still be friends if either one of them wasn't on the show. And I don't think that they're people that are fake like that and play like that. I think that they have a little bit more integrity than to play games at such an old age. Like, who has time? And it was the comment too that Sutton wouldn't even be friends with somebody like Garcelle. Like, what did that mean? Like, Garcelle is a highly educated, smart, beautiful, successful, graceful, articulate, classy woman. What is there not to be friends with? Like, make it make sense. I didn't like that at all. Didn't like that comment at all. And, I really was enjoying Reality with the King, his podcast, when he first started last year, or was it the year before? I don't remember. It was really good in the beginning. Here in the last maybe 4 or 5 months, I think that this podcast has kind of gone to Carlos's head. And I know he watches my videos. He's probably going to watch this. And I'm still a fan of his shows and what he does. But I feel like some of the comments here recently that have been made have been passive aggressive, just outright wrong at some points. And I feel like, we all have our opinions on these shows because that's what we get paid to do. We come on here, we give our reviews on these different reality shows or whatever. But I'm a firm believer in what's good for the goose is what's good for the gander. And if you're going to talk about other people's shows, and talk about your own, you know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot going on over there with your own shows that I feel like need a lot of attention, you know, especially over there in Huntsville. The ratings are very, very low. A lot of us vloggers don't even want to review it anymore. I'm sticking in there, but there are so many of my counterparts on YouTube that refuse to even review, you know, the show anymore. And I would have thought when you started your podcast that you would have reached out to the people that have supported your shows and really, you know, got them to where that they are with our video vlogs and reviews and things of that nature. But so far, I've only seen industry vets from other podcasts or people from People Magazine or other, you know, shows and things on your channel. And I think that you all producers, not just Carlos, but Andy and Mona and all the other executives, forget who are the people that are really holding up your shows. It's us, the viewers, us, the vloggers, and we get no love. You know, we get no shine. We get no shout outs. We might get a tweet here and there, but the love isn't really shown. And maybe if y'all took out the time to maybe reach out to some of us that actually pay attention to your shows, we could probably give you advice on how to save them. And to get those ratings up, you know. It's just a lot being said about what can be done on all these other different shows, and it's a lot that can be done over on OWN. I'll say that much. And I just think that it's careless for these types of comments to be made, because I feel like hopefully you're a better person than to make such, you know, thoughtless comments, you know, for somebody to be in reality television for over 10 years. You know the game just as well as I know the game. Been in it just as long, if not longer. So I just think that we all need to do better, you know, do better. And if you feeling some type of way about Kandi, go on and speak on the issues between y'all, because that still has not been addressed, that she accused you of going behind her and her group's back with this escape movie. Let's address it. Let's put it out on the table. That is yet to be addressed, you know, as well as other things that have yet to be addressed, like Martell trying to do revenge porn on the star of your show. That is yet to be addressed, when that man should have been fired immediately when those reports came out, because at this point it is literally harassment at the workplace. And it's basically putting an employee of yours in a volatile environment. Yeah. So it's a lot over there, you know, in your grass that needs to be cut. And this is just coming from a viewer that cares, honestly, truly, you know. And I want to see you and your shows continue to win and continue to be able to put out phenomenal content. But, you know, reality checks sometimes need to be given to us to keep us on the right road. And hopefully this message is taken with sincerity, because it's coming from a sincere place, not a malicious place at all. So yeah, that's my thoughts on all of this. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section how y'all felt about the comments that were made from Sir Carlos King. Let's talk about it down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.